Hey, what's going on?
Got you some more fish.
Let's see. Looking good. There you go. Okay, what else?
Guess I'll get out of your hair.
Have fun.
Didn't get anything that time. Yes!
Hey, what's going on?
Got you some more fish.
Let's see. Looking good. There you go. Okay, what else?
See you in a bit.
Sounds good.
This looks like it might be kind of fun.
Player. Computer. Player. Computer. Player. Computer. Player. Computer. Player. Computer. Player. Computer. Player. Computer.
Hey, how about that? I won something.
Pawn shop, this is Davey.
I found a receipt from your shop that somebody dropped. I'd kinda like to find that person, so I just wondered if you could maybe tell me who you wrote it out to.
Sure, what's the number?
It's receipt number 57441.
Hang on. How well do you know this guy?
That depends on why you're asking.
Turns out the stuff I bought off of him was stolen. Cops are looking for this guy too. Name's Johnny Kudo. Apparently he's got a pretty nice career going for him as a freelance thief. Address he gave me turned out to be bogus. Gave me a cell phone number too, but he never picks up.
Think you could give me Kudo's phone number?
Got it right here. 808-555-9258. Good luck getting him to return your call.
What kind of stuff did Kudo sell to you?
Laptop, digital camera, and a PDA. Police said it was smaller than the stuff he usually goes after. Probably just needed some pocket change.
Do you have any idea why Johnny Kudo would be hanging around a business called Big Island Mike's Immersion Excursions?
Police mentioned that he's always looking for places to hide what he steals until it's safe to deliver it. Maybe somebody at this excursion thing is helping him out.
What did you mean when you said Kudo is a freelance thief?
You tell him what you want, he'll steal it for you, for a price. Cops say he's pretty good. Think he's stolen everything from microchips to airplane parts.
Hey, I really appreciate your help.
Anytime. Mahalo.
The person you have called is not available. At the tone, please leave a message.
Hey, Johnny. You don't know me, but you know my brother. He's the one you slugged when you were at Big Island Mike's. I know what you two have been up to, so if you're smart, you'll give me a call. 280-555-7263.
Hello?
Hey, Nancy, it's Frank.
Hi, were you able to dig up any info on plants?
You betcha.
Great, let's hear it.
Well,
The puhala tree is about 30 feet tall with long leaves and support roots. The halapepe tree has smooth gray bark and long skinny leaves. The a'ali'i plant has small green leaves and distinctive purple clusters. The koa tree is very tall with sickle-shaped leaves. The wili tree drops its leaves, then blooms in the summer. Naupaka is a shrub with white flowers that look like they've been torn in half. The kulu'i is a shrub with fuzzy oval-shaped leaves. The banana plant has huge leaves and bears, ta-da, bananas. The candlenut tree is bushy with clusters of tiny white flowers that develop into green nut-like jobs. And Myconia, boo, is an extremely invasive tree with big leaves that are green on top and purple on the bottom and have 3 veins. Okay, anything else you want to know?
No, not right now.
Good. How about I talk to you later?
Deal. I can't go anywhere. I haven't inserted the clipboard into that formula machine thing yet. $119,456. All right.
Quigley? Yoo-hoo! Quigley!
What?
I just wondered if you knew what the deal is with all those webs at Kapu Cave.
Don't worry, they were made by Norsabeta larvae, not arachnids. I mean, spiders. I'm not sure why they like that cave so much. Must have something to do with their food supply.
Oh, I was just curious. I'll get back to work. Quigley, can I talk to you?
Well?
I'm all done.
Don't tell me, don't tell me. Okay, tell me.
Well, the number your formula machine came up with was 119,456.
Yes, yes, it really is true. I've stumbled upon the biggest bloom of Norsabeta larva ever recorded. We're gonna be famous, Nancy, and with any luck, rich as heck. Way to go!
Thank you. I just wish I knew what you were talking about.
You just confirmed that for some reason, the Norsabeta odorata in this area, maybe on the whole island, are reproducing at an unheard of rate.
What are Norsabeta odorata?
It's a kind of moth, and to have it suddenly be producing 10 times more larvae than usual, it's huge! Nothing like this has ever happened before, anywhere. It's as if you woke up one morning and found 1,000 baby robins in your front yard. It just doesn't happen. Okay, you've confirmed what is happening. Now we need to figure out why it's happening. You need to analyze the contents of those frass jars. The notes on my clipboard will tell you how to go about it. We need to know what all those Norsabeta caterpillars have been eating.
You mean the stuff in those jars came from caterpillars?
Of course, they're frass jars. But before you start your analysis, you need to get a sample of whatever it is that Malachi Craven is secretly growing up there at the Healy Healy, even if it means sneaking in. See if that's what those caterpillars have been eating. Something big's going on here, Nancy. Let's make history and find out what.